Welcome to the village of Corleone, a name that certainly needs no introduction among fans of the famous film series The Godfather. However, what many people don't know is that none of the scenes set here in Sicily were actually filmed in Corleone. Today we are going to take a nice trip to the province of Messina, where I will show you the real locations where the film was shot. Let's go! Today's first stop is the village of just over 700 souls, called Motta Camastra, located along the Alcantara river. During Michael's stay in Sicily in the first film, there's a scene where he climbs a hill with his bodyguards. At one point, one of the guards says Corleone, after which the village appears in the background. Now we will take some shots from above to get a better impression of this iconic village. As we move north along the coast to reach the second location, here is an interesting fact. At the time of filming in the early 1970s, the real town of Corleone was already undergoing modernization. It was therefore unsuitable for providing the right atmosphere. The three towns featured in the film, on the other hand, have retained their authentic rural appearance, described by director Francis Ford Coppola as frozen in time. Welcome to Forza D'Agrò. Behind me is the Church of Santissima Annunziata, which appears throughout the saga. Perhaps the most important scene is during the flashback, when little Vito Andolini runs away from the village to go to America. You may remember the scene in the third part, where Michael and Kay attend a typical Sicilian puppet show. Well, it took place right here, in the Piazzetta della Santissima Trinità. Now a little reconnaissance flight and we move on to the last location. Oh, and if you are getting hungry along the road, I will leave you a restaurant suggestion. You absolutely have to visit Il Padrino right behind me. You can taste as many local fish dishes as you are able to, until you are begging for mercy. I'm talking for personal experience. And finally, we arrive in Savoca. In addition to the fame it achieved thanks to the filming of the movie. Savoca, together with the aforementioned Forza D'Agrò, is included in the list of the most beautiful villages in Italy. A private association that promotes small towns with outstanding historical and artistic interests. Here, in a small village bar, one of the most iconic scenes in a film takes place, attracting thousands of tourists every year in search of selfies. The famous Bar Vitelli, where Michael meets Apollonia's father for the first time. And the situation is just as expected. Too many people around. And finally the Church of San Nicolò, where the wedding between Michael and Apollonia takes place. Of course, there are still plenty of places to visit, but we will talk about that in another video. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Ciao!